Alright, and moving on to the next formation out of Singleback in the Cowboys playbook. We've got Singleback wing tight Z. Again, we got three tight ends on the field, a receiver, a running back. This is again going to be a big tote formation. Big runs out of this. The most favorite plays that I'm liking out of this last year, especially this stretch, was really good. Halfback dive, still really good. Both those two run plays should be really money for you, honestly, especially coming out and toting against these nickel and dime formations. One particular pass play, my favorite pass play so far out of this formation in particular, I do like this tight end attack. Nice high-low reads. You're just looking at what they're giving you. They're giving you the Zeke on that little out running back swing. I mean, this play is just so good stock. You got the drag underneath, the two posts. That post is really sharp too, and if you catch the user slipping a little bit, you can even hit that bell V post over the top. You got Cooper going vertical. I mean, just taking what the defense gives you, honestly. Not trying to force it downfield. Again, you got tight ends out there, so not the most explosive, quick people, but I mean, if they can just be as deadly if they're expecting a run, which most opponents probably will be, honestly, coming out three tight ends. Especially if you give them that run early, they're probably going to commit a lot of defense to just stopping the run, sending everybody, and now you got a bunch of gaps to go to, especially this running back swing route with Zeke here. If they're not playing the flat, I mean, you can just take that every time. It's just easy yards. Again, just predicating on the defense, just taking what they give us. And again, if you get these dollar looks, I would just run every time and just bet that your tight ends and linemen are going to get you enough to be able to get a few yards. It's positive yards. We're just looking to go positive. Just getting positive plays down the field. I mean, you can't really complain with what they're giving you. Just taking the free yards. But this tight end attack play, it's so money. You can see, let's see, they got some man coverage look here. Let's see. And I mean, Jarwin, he's not even the best tight end in the game, but he's getting wide open on this, especially with that outside leverage that they're giving him. But I mean, this play is just so money. Got a high-low with the drag, high-low with the two posts. Zeke on the swing. I mean, Cooper is pretty much just clearing everybody out, honestly, on this. More of a distraction, but it's just a really good pass play, especially with three tight ends. So this is one of my favorite pass plays out of this formation. Something else to give the opponent besides that stretch and dive. That's what we're mainly looking to do out of these formations. We're looking to tote the ball, get some easy yards, especially if they're coming out in some coverages like dollar, nickel, anything that doesn't have the matchups that the defense would ideally want out of a three tight end set. Alright, so looking into the next passing play out of this formation, we went over the tight end attack. My next favorite pass play out of this is going to be this play action, come back and go. So far, what I've seen is the play action, the blocking, it will hold up. It is a little shaky, however, three tight ends, but this crossing route by Jarwin, one of the better ones that you'll be looking for, usually will get open. Man coverage is a little difficult because it is a tight end, so you're not really sure what to expect, but I mean, that crossing route, the crossing routes this year in particular, they're really, really good, very powerful. A lot of people will just get open just based on the route, not even on attributes. But yeah, we're mainly looking to hit that Jarwin crosser. Again, this is play action. We're going on deception here. We really want the defense to overcommit a lot of resources to stopping the run, and that's when we play action them, hit them for a good 20-yard gain on this little crosser by one of our tight ends, and it's got a high-low. You roll out. I like the roll out. You give it a little time. Again, same as last year, that cloud or whatever flat is out there will get sucked in as you're kind of rolling out, leaving you able to throw that crosser. I really like this crosser route. It's kind of short too, which is nice. especially being a tight end. And if anything, you got that underneath, just getting positive yards. And last resort, we're able to just get out of there with our quarterback, just run, get some free yards, slide, get down, protect the quarterback, protect the ball. Again, taking what the defense will give us out of this formation. So here, he's coming down. He's not playing it, so we're going to just scramble, just take a few yards. This bell route, this kind of blocking, it will help with the blocking, and it's not the greatest. It doesn't really get open in man, and again, you're just taking what the defense gives you. If defense doesn't give you anything, don't try to force it. Just take what they get. Throw the ball away if there's nothing. You can even do some low passes and stuff to kind of try to throw your guys open. But mainly we're just trying to not turn the ball over. We're just trying to get easy yards. And if we got to, just throw it away. Again, like I said, these formations with the 3 tight ends, they're not going to have the best blocking for you, but they will give you something else to look for. If from the opponent perspective, now they got to worry about play action passing, and just won't be able to overcommit on the run plays that are so powerful out of this, because we have the advantage with our extra tight ends, our extra blocking. It's really what we're looking for. And additionally, this Cooper route, same with the sluggo seam and Singleback wing tight, it will get open for a few beaters, but mainly we're not really looking at that route. It's so iffy. It's not even. It's worth a peek, but not really worth staring down, seeing if he's gonna get it. If anything, like I said, we're just taking what the defense gives us, not trying to force it. But absolutely, if you see him, get over top that guy, throw that rock, get that touchdown. Again, I really like this play, particularly just the crosser. That's my first read. I'm reading the crosser, reading the whip, and if it's not open, I'm just running. Alright, so the last play that we're looking for out of the Singleback wing tight Z, the last play that I personally, it was kind of iffy for me, but I do like this curl flat seam play against particular coverages like this, like man. It's not the greatest. My players aren't really getting open that well. If you have somebody better in ultimate team at tight end, at that Schultz, that corner route, that will be open. I would guarantee it just about. It's a real sharp corner route. But nonetheless, against the different coverages, more zone oriented, I like to make the read between Jarwin and Elliott. Jarwin getting more vertical, he gets over some cover 2 looks, and if the user there would be taking that vertical away, we have Elliott that fills right in that gap. A nice check down, easy yards. Let's see what happens on this man here. So, the blocking out of these tight end formations, it's going to be very inconsistent, but that's why we're trying to get the ball out quick, get it to the check down if our open read isn't quite there. So here they take away Jarwin, you're taking Zeke every time. This Cooper curl and the flat route underneath it ran by Bell. I'm not really even looking that way, honestly. That Cooper curl, I'm not sure if it gets open really. The Zeke is almost guaranteed to get open just because of that clear out route ran by Jarwin. It just gets way over top of everybody, and it's big yards in zone. And like I said, he'll get over the top of cover 2 looks, but this does struggle against man just because of how they're able to play. Man is the meta this year. If you got real good corners out there. Again, this is the 3 tight end set. We're not really looking to pass. We got to be clear on that. We're not looking to pass. We're looking to run, but this is another look to give our opponent, let them know that we can make some reads too. Hitting Zeke out of the backfield because he's taking away Jarwin. It's just easy. Just, again, taking what the defense gives us. If he's giving us nickel look, we're running every time. More often than not, I'm going to bet that my linemen are going to push his lineman back. We're going to have a successful play by getting successful yards. These passes are just a good look. Honestly, against this man, you might even be able to just tote the ball, really, especially if they got everybody stacked on that other side, the strong side there. Just run it the other way, run it where you got numbers. But again, this is one of the lesser plays that I would run. I would primarily first run that tight end attack, and then play action, come back and go. This is just another look to give, especially if you know they're running zone. It's just an easy read to make between that Jarwin and Zeke route. It struggles against the man looks, but if you know for certain they're in the zone, this seam route is just so money against cover threes. And again, if they take that away, if there's a vert hook there, that's when we're checking down to Zeke. We're getting the easy yards to the running back. Again, you know, if in man, if you got a good tight end, maybe route chemistry on them, you know, someone a little better there than my boy Schultz, he'll probably be able to get open on that corner route. It's very sharp. It's a good looking corner route. Corner route's still good this year. And again, this is just another look that we have out of our single back wing tight Z formation. And again, just taking Zeke underneath, taking what the defense gives us. That's always the first concern. And we're looking to run, baby.